Hi guys, we're back for another video, and we're going to start it with the shop card shout out for Jess, who scale model snail. She's on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can probably find her just about anywhere. She's a really nice lady. Builds really cool models, as you can see. She calls herself the scale model snail because she builds slowly. And I want to thank you, Jess, for the nice words on the back. And I still don't believe that about Joey, but if you say so, I believe it must be true. Anyway, and thank you, Jess, for your shop card. Thanks, scale model snail. You can please go to her channel and subscribe. She's trying to get to 1,000 subs. It's kind of, it's kind of a milestone. She's trying to get there. So I know that she gets a video for this build in particular on her channel. So go check that out. Speaking of shop cards, if you would like a shop card, email me. And my email address will be in the description of this video and most videos of mine. And it's also on my About page. And if you're watching this, you probably already found my channel or subscribed to my channel. But if not, YouTube is at Bob Buesking, and there is the QR code, which will take you straight to the channel if you want to go by it that way. So yeah, if you want a shop card, I'd be happy to send you one, no matter where you are. I'll send them to Australia or Asia or Europe, wherever you're at. And if you have a shop card, get in touch with me. And I'd love to have one of yours, and we can do a swap. And I've got like, I guess 2 or 3 of those left. So like the next 2 or however many's left really to go out, we'll get both the old and the new. But this will be the one for the next while. I do like 50 at a time. When they're gone, and I design a new one for the next 50. So that's our shop card. Back this up here, and we are working on, remember from the last video, the 1/48 scale Aurora Gotha GF.V, which was the World War I German bomber. So it is a biplane, and it's 1/48 scale. And just to give an idea, the wingspan, I'm trying to get the wing to sit on there, is 19.5 inches. Which is huge, even for a 1/32 scale airplane. It's big. So we're working on getting it put together. Got our landing gear struts are there. We've got our lower wing glued on. I have to work on it some more because I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but this wing has a bit of a warp in it. It's warped up a little bit. I'm not sure that the upper one will be able to push it down, so I'll have to do a little heat treatment on that one, I think. But we've got our engine nacelles are mounted. This is where for the front gunner observer position, the pilot's cockpit position, and the tail gunner observer is here. The hole here is so that the machine gunner could poke his gun down and shoot below the plane. Some of them, they actually had a second gun mounted here that he could switch between guns and use the one that shot out the bottom or the one out the top. But this one just has the one on top, or at least this model does. We're gluing on the bomb. It's the bomb racks right here, which we're gluing on. For an old kit, it's not too bad. I mean, this one piece is a different color because it was missing. I had to make one. I'm not sure if I lost it or if it was already gone, because this was a kit from the raffle from the show. that I went to. In the last video I talked about looking for decals to do the lozenge camo pattern on it. Well, I found them. They're not that hard to find, but they are expensive, especially for the amount I need, because I'd have to buy at least two sets of upper and 2 sets of lower wings to cover, because one wing is about equal to what a normal German biplane would be that would have that camo pattern on it. So I'd have to buy basically, and you're looking at about $40 to $50 for those decals. So we're probably not going to do the lozenge scheme on here. They had 2 other schemes available. One was kind of a gray, and then this one looks to me more of a sandy color, but they're calling that a light green. I can show you the painting schedule. One was an off-white from the top and a light blue on the well, they're both light blue on the bottom surfaces. And this one was a forest green on top and light blue on the bottom. And the third option was to do the lozenge camo. So that's where we're at on the Gotha. I have to start doing some of the rigging before I go any further, because the rudder and elevator cables hook up to these armatures on both sides, and those cables run down to the back and have to be put in before I start putting the top of the wing on. And before I do that, I will probably get it lined up and get all the supports in before I actually glue the upper wing on. Use it as more of a jig. Hold everything straight while the glue dries, and then I will glue the top wing on after we do the painting. We'll get it basically assembled as far as I can, and then primer it and paint it, and then do final assembly. But I probably wouldn't put those vertical supports up on the lower wing before painting. So guys, I say that's where we're at on the Gotha. It's about 2 weeks until Acme. I'm really excited to go. Can't wait to get there and see everybody. Have a good time. Eat too much food. Stay up too late and tell lots of stories and lies. So with that, I want to say good morning, good evening, good night, whatever it is, depending on when you're watching the video or where you're at in the world. And we will see you on our next video. Good night.